Hey YouTube boos, this is Shauna and I am back from New York. I am back from IMATS NYC 2011 and this is going to be a video to show you what I actually picked up today and to give you my thoughts on the show overall. So we're going to go right into the haul. There weren't too many vendors at the event. I didn't go yesterday. I hung out with friends for most of the time. That's my daughter's hand. Excuse me. Stop. There weren't too many vendors, and I went with the mindset that I'm just going to pick up some items for my kit. And only things that like really catch my eye, really stand out, because I really don't need too much of anything. So that was my focus, and I'm happy to say that I stuck with it. So the first stop I made was at the, see that, Alcone booth. And Alcone, for those that don't know, is like a beauty supply store for those in the industry. It's not like your typical around the way beauty supply store. So they have a lot of makeup artists, supplies for your kit, and etc., so on and so forth. So the infamous Alcone makeup remover wipes. And this container, I don't know how many it holds, it's a lot, was $30. And I always need wipes for my kit. And I heard that these are some of the best wipes. So I thought that was a good deal. I picked those up. Some powder puffs. And again, I don't know how many is in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like 30 sponges. My lighting is all over the place. Here we go. There you go. That was $10. And I'm not going to say the price of everything. Probably because I don't remember, but yeah. I also got some disposable mascara wands, or spoolies as I call them, if you never have enough of these. These were $3 a pack, and you get I believe 20 in each. So I picked up some of those. Here's another one. And lastly, from Alcone, I picked up another thing of Umbriolise, and they were selling this at the show for $20. And this is the moisturizer that I use in my kit. That's all I picked up from Alcone. My next stop was, I know usually at these shows Crown Brush is present, but this time around Crown Brush wasn't there. But this is my first time at IMATS, so I don't know if they are usually at the IMATS LA. This is my first time ever going to IMATS, so Crown Brush was not there, but let me see, that Royal and Langnickel was. And I happen to have some of their brushes that I picked up from, I either got them from the Artist Summit, like, oh, when did I go to the Artist Summit? Like right after my daughter was born. The Artist Summit is a pro-only event that the Powder Group used to put on, and I went to the one in New York, and this was, yeah, it had to be over 2 years ago. But so that was my first time being introduced to the brand. I'm trying to see if I have a couple of the brushes here, and I probably do not. Nope, not handy. So anyway, I have like maybe 2 of their brushes, like a lip brush, or it can be a lip brush, eye definer brush, or you know, it's just a really, really tiny brush. And I've had that for years. I mean, they're really good quality brushes for not a lot of money. So all that to say, I stopped over there because they had a huge selection, and picked up some brushes. And they have, like, just like Crown Brush, they have different varieties, different categories of their brushes. Like, they have the Silk line, they have the Master Pro, they have Aqualon, Kabuki. They have a whole lot. So I happen to really like the Silk line, and that is the 2 brushes that I have from before. So I picked up a brow and lash comb, more so for my kit. I have a spoolie that I use in my kit, and I have a Sonia Kashuk brow and lash comb, but that's mine. And so this one is for my kit because all I have is a spoolie in my kit. I got a synthetic powder brush, very soft, like super soft. Like, I love it. And that's what it looks like. And I think all the brushes I picked up, all the brushes from their Silk line, I think are synthetic brushes. I got an Angle foundation brush. I picked up a Kabuki fan brush. I got a Super foundation brush, and these are short handles. I got a synthetic blush brush, a Taklon contour brush, and a Taklon powder brush. So that was it for the brushes. And this time I only picked up brushes that I did not have. As you all know, as I have said before, I am a brush fanatic, a brush whore. And so I didn't want to get another eyeshadow brush, something similar to a MAC 239, or a contour, eye contour brush, or a shader, or a blender. I have enough of those. So I was getting brushes that I currently do not have. So that's what I picked up from Royal and Langnickel, and they were like excellent price wise. I couldn't tell you offhand what the prices were because I don't remember. But I didn't pay over $10 for any of those brushes. Oh, the prices are on the back, but I'll put it down here or on the blog. Like, I'll put a picture and I'll put how much each brush was if anybody wants to know. Let's see. Next up, I stopped at Zuka was there, and for those who don't know, I'm going to do a kit video one day. Somebody did ask me to do a kit video. I use a Zuka artist backpack as my kit bag. I used to have this monstrous bag, and I had to condense, and so now I have the Zuka artist backpack, and it is amazing. I can fit everything that I need in there. It forces you to condense and to only take what you need, but still has enough room for you to carry everything that you need. So I stopped there because with the artist backpack you get these little inserts when you open it up, and I would show you all the backpack, but it's downstairs. So I wanted to get 2 more inserts. So right now it has room for 4, but I only have 2 because it comes with 2, and I wanted to get 2 more to put in there. But I guess they did so well yesterday that they only had 1 left for the size of my backpack. So I got this, and they were selling them for $15 at the show. I don't think that's a discount, but you got a gift with purchase. So along with this, for $15, just a clear bag that I'm probably going to use for my skincare. They also gave me a little Zuka bag, so I carry other stuff in that maybe can't fit or whatever. So that was my little gift of purchase. Also stopped at the Mehron booth. Initially I was going to walk past it, but I have a bridal client at the end of the month, and coincidentally I have to do some tattoo covering, and normally I use Dermablend, but instead of carrying like a number of different tattoo covers to cover a range of skincare, I wanted something that was like one product that can cover a range of complexions or skin tones. So I actually saw this, the tattoo covering. I saw this on the table, which was just the one, but then I saw that, and they had one left. I grabbed the last one, and so that's what it looks like. And I'm super excited about that because, once again, that cuts down on the amount of stuff I have to carry in my kit. So there you go. The tattoo covering wheel, and it has a variety of shades, and so therefore I can mix if need be. Awesome. And I also got talked into picking up their barrier spray, which can also be used to set the makeup for a bride, making it more water resistant. So that's it for that. I next stopped at the Cozette booth. I was first introduced to this line of brushes by Kevin James Bennett. I took one of his classes here in DC given by Elevate Artists, which is a company here based in DC that brings like the level of classes that they have in New York and LA for makeup artists or hairstylists, etc., here to the DC area, so we don't always have to travel all over the place to get the same quality classes. So anyway, Kevin James Bennett came and did a class, and he let us, we were in his kit, we got to touch or whatever, and he had this brush right here, and it was so soft, and it's a vegan line of brushes. So when I saw that they were going to be at IMATS, I wanted to go check them out. Coincidentally, this brush that I got from Royal and Langnickel for $8 looks just like the Cozette brush. But anyway, so I didn't end up, I went to Cozette after I went to Royal and Langnickel, so I didn't pick up any brushes from Cozette, but I did get a couple things. So here's the little bag that I got. I picked up actually their vessels, and so this is what it looks like. It's a simple container, and the vessel is something, it's a a brush holder. You can put pencils in it, whatever. But you unscrew it like this. And so, like, say you have a client or whatever. You're working on the client, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Use it. And then when you're done with the brush, instead of putting it back in your brush belt or throwing it wherever, you could put it on your station or whatever. So you know which brushes you use. So you know which ones are dirty, which ones are clean. And then after you're done, instead of, like, putting it back in there, you just screw it back together, and they're in here, so you know which brushes you have to clean when you get home. It keeps it separate from your clean brushes, which I thought was really cool. I initially was not going to buy the bigger vessel. They were having their show discount. Everything was 30% off, and if you spent over, I think, $150, you got 40% off. But I was not spending over $150 because I didn't buy any brushes. But I did get these. You know, I bought the disposable mascara wands, but I initially wanted to get the mascara wands that have the plastic applicator tip, and they have them. So you got the vessel. They had these, the vessels, which normally cost $4.50. I think it was $5, and you get the disposable plastic spoolies. So I bought two. Got that. And this is normally $21.50, and I think I paid $17 for it. So that was that. That's what I got from there, from Cozette. And they were really nice there, so check out their website, www.rockycozette.com. And don't get me wrong, if I hadn't stopped at Royal Langnickel first, I would have picked up some brushes from them because I do like their brushes. Okay, and lastly, you know, see, I didn't get anything like fun. I specifically went to get kit stuff. But I wanted to, you know, I was late to the Naked Palette train. I am also late, not late to Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics in general, because I have a couple of their nail polishes and I have a couple of their loose pigments, but I am late to the lip tar train. So I picked up 3 lip tars. Backwards. 3 lip tars, and I think these are the, there we go. These are the latest colors. So I got Lo-Fi, which is a green. That's like a, there we go. I guess. Yep, there we go. There's like a spring bean green. I got Catricia. And I got Catricia because a young lady had this on there. And she was like a deeper tone complexion than me, and it looked amazing on her. It was really pretty. And in fact, like 3 of us were around when somebody asked her what she had on her lips, and she was like, the lip tar, blah, 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 blah. And we were like, yes, please, I need that ASAP. So I hope they hooked her up for getting them 3 sales. And I also got Beta, which is one of their new ones. So yeah, that's the only fun thing I got today. I went, I saw, I conquered, and I stuck to what I said I was going to do. Thoughts on the show. I went this morning and I didn't stay long because I had to check out my hotel. I had to come on back home. But I'm used to the makeup show, and I've been to the makeup show New York. No, I've been to the makeup show LA, and the makeup show LA is like it was huge. It was a huge deal. I haven't even been to the makeup show on the East Coast. I've been to the Artist Summit, and even the Artist Summit, even though that is like a smaller conference, it's just for professionals. It's not open to the public. I still feel like they had more vendors. I don't know. But the makeup show LA, the vendors, it's huge. And from what I remember from people talking about IMATS LA, what I remember people talking about IMATS LA, IMATS LA is usually huge too, with a whole lot of vendors. The vendors that were at IMATS NYC, there were a lot of pro brands, but there were a lot of consumer brands. And I think it's because it's a combined thing. Like it's not just a professional event. So Jesse's Girl was there. I can buy Jesse's Girl from Rite Aid, so I didn't go over there. Even though I love their loose pigments, but I didn't go with that in mind. Another consumer brand that was there, LA Splash. I bought LA Splash from Dwayne Reed. Like, I love their little glitter sealer thing or whatever. So I'm not going to buy that at makeup convention. But there were a lot of people there. There was, so it was like little random things like that that kind of was like, oh, okay. But I had to keep in mind that it was consumer and professional. It wasn't just a professional event. It's funny, as I was leaving, Kia of Yummy 411 was coming in, and she said that she was talking to some people on the bus, because she came up this morning. She was talking to a couple people on the bus, and they were discussing how some people had some critiques of IMATS NYC, or they didn't like the vendors, and it didn't seem like it wasn't up to par with what they're used to, which I concur. But she said that somebody also said everybody wants to be a critic. If you go in with an open mind, you know, get from it what you can get from it, then that's all that matters. Like, these are different events for a reason. The makeup show is the makeup show. IMATS is IMATS. The Artist Summit is the Artist Summit. Like, I keep saying the Artist Summit because I really want them to bring the Artist Summit back. The Artist Summit was phenomenal. But anyway, I digress. They're different events for different reasons, and they serve different communities, and they have, it's just different things. So, I was there for maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I ran to a couple of friends. I saw Lauren of Queen of Blending. I didn't get a chance to say hello. I saw Nikki Tutorials, who is tall. I don't know what. I didn't think that it was her because she's so tall, but she's gorgeous in person. But she seemed very sweet. Like, she was talking to people, taking pictures. Very sweet. I saw Nyoka, who I'll put her YouTube page somewhere here. I'll put everybody should know Queen of Blending. Everybody should know Nikki Tutorials. I'll put it somewhere. Everybody should know Queen of Blending, Nyoka, who else? Kevin James Bennett was there. I talked to him and begged him to come back to DC to do another class. Who else I saw? Michael DeVellis of the Powder Group, who I love, love, love him. If you've never met Michael DeVellis, you're totally missing out. You have to meet him. You have to, like, be in one of his classes and let him lift you up. He's great. Who else did I see? The people from Face Off were there, from the Sci-Fi Network. They'll be somewhere. All these people, I didn't get Michael on camera, but everybody else, and I didn't get Nikki either. But so the people that I saw, I tried to get them on camera. Who else? Valente Frazier was there. I saw people from home. Tiffany of Blushing by Tiff, who was a friend. I saw her. I don't know. I know I'm going to miss people. I'm sorry. But yeah, so it was cool. You know, like I said, I got what I went for, and that I have no complaints. I didn't, you know, it seemed like it was a pretty well-run ship, but I didn't stay long. I'm sure I missed some people, because I didn't stay long, but, so that's it. Whoever went, I hope you had a good time. Sorry I didn't get to see you. Like, I know, Callie, of Cali Cav Makeup, I didn't get to see her. I didn't get to see Lisa of Flawless by Lisa. I miss you. Sorry. I was just ripping and running the streets yesterday. I still wasn't at 100%, so I was like, I can't brave the crowd today. But today was the first time I actually felt upbeat and able to go out and walk around for a long period of time. So that was it. Yeah. So I hope you liked the video. Hope you liked my little mini haul. I know it wasn't exciting. I didn't get a lot of colors and everything except for the lip tars, but I got what I needed, and that's what I said I was going to do. So my lighting is like extra bright and all over the place right now. So sorry. Hope you can see me. Oh, see, that's much better. But I can't sit like this in the camera the whole time. So I'm going to go now, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.